Scott D'Amico is the President of Communispond, a global communications skills training organisation that helps companies achieve results by equipping their employees with the skills to communicate clearly, concisely and confidently.
A hurdle that I faced as a salesperson was knowing when to cut bait on a deal. And what I mean by that was realizing when it was time to walk away from something because it really wasn't a good fit for our organization. Not necessarily because the client had objections or things like that, but realizing that what the client was asking for may have been a little bit too far outside of our wheelhouse, or it would cause the organization to compromise on some of its key principles and values when it comes to their solutions. And I ran into this a number of times early on in my career where I was hungry and I didn't want to give up on a deal. I didn't want to lose a deal, and I would continue trying to push for it, to fight for it. And I would just feel that friction internally every time we were trying to solution these types of deals. And more often than not, we would not win them. And it would reflect poorly on me. It would reflect possibly poorly on the organization because we weren't able to put our best foot forward, because it really just wasn't in alignment with what we were all about. What I learned from this is that it's important very early on, as you are in discovery for a deal, to understand and identify, is this something that is the right fit for us as a solution provider? Is it in our wheelhouse? Does it stay within our core values and the principles of how we do our business? Is it going to cause us to compromise on a lot of things that we feel are important? Sometimes when you run into those deals, it's hard to walk away because you want the revenue, but in the long term, it's better to take that time, energy, and resources you're using on a low value, low probability deal and apply them to something that is a much more likelihood to close and for you to win that deal.